This movie is just...
What the hell is that? Welcome back to Cinema Rules. And we're here with Sean sitting here on this fine boiling hot day. Why are you wearing a hoodie?
I'm wearing shorts, so it kind of makes up.
What are we watching today, Sean? This was on the Patreon poll.
Yes, today we are watching a Sam Raimi directed movie, Drag Me to Hell. Now, it won the Patreon poll that was up, but a lot of people made a good point on Patreon that a lot of independent films or a lot of non-horror movies aren't getting picked for these Patreon polls. However, I do think that maybe next poll, with banning horror movies just for one poll, just to see how it goes. But for today, we are watching Drag Me to Hell. Now, it's a return to horror from Sam Raimi.
Now, you've seen this, haven't you?
I have. Now, it came out in 2009.
Like, I literally know nothing about it unless I think it's a supernatural, demonic kind of thing.
Yeah, so
I love Sam Raimi though.
Yeah,
I love Sam Raimi, so it's got to be good.
I've only seen it once, and I saw it in the cinema. I can't really remember it that much. Tom hasn't seen it, but from what I can remember looking back now, it's very, very Sam Raimi-esque.
Ah, good. I'm hoping it's the same tone as Evil Dead.
Like, I think it does have a little bit of humour in it.
Yeah, good.
But humour in the horror elements. Scariest movie of the decade? Probably not. A masterpiece? Probably not. But it's a good movie. It's a good movie.
I've literally got no expectations. So.
Do you not remember seeing like a trailer?
I think I saw a trailer about someone being hunted by a witch or an old woman or something like that. I literally have no idea.
I just got a flash of like memories of like tense moments and stuff. I got fond memories of this film, but I haven't seen it in forever.
Yeah. Cinema Rules, and we are watching Drag Me to Hell, Sam Raimi, 2009.
I just realised he should probably create a sequel saying "Lift Me to Heaven."
Nah.
I already did that, but f off. Tom's on his period this week. Mr. Sean?
He's been cursed then.
Yeah.
Their fingers are a bit fat, aren't they?
Just swollen.
I like the music. Oh! Oh my god, he's dead.
He's not dead. He's not dead.
Yeah, right.
Damn.
All of that just for stealing a necklace.
He did got drugged down to hell. The end. That's it. It's a short film.
Good sounds abound when the mouth is round.
Good sounds abound when the mouth is round.
This is how you drive to work?
No, I'm more like, get off the f***ing road!
So she must do loans for people.
No, she's fit.
I apologise for Sean.
I was wondering if you'd made any decision regarding the assistant manager's position.
Oh, well, I'm still deciding, and right now it's between Stu and yourself. You know, Stu's someone who's not afraid to make the tough decisions. And maybe on your way back you could pick me up a turkey club?
You mind picking one up for me? Thanks.
Misogynistic pieces of
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, I said no mayo.
Ugh. I said no mayo, she gave me mayo.
Ugh.
Will you help me? Ganush!
Mrs. Ganush, the bank is informing you of their intent to repossess your property at 325 Brandon Street today.
But this is my home for 30 years.
We would have to throw her out of her house.
It's a tough decision. Your call.
If anyone treats you like this, it's time to leave. Yeah. It's time to stop!
But another extension on the loan is out of the question.
On my mother's grave, I beg you.
Please let go. Let go! Security!
You shame
me. You'd like to think you'd help somebody that would be in that situation, but...
I mean, if someone looked like that, with a
This
witch's
fight-
eye.
As far as that assistant manager's position goes, you're at the top of the list.
How long would you keep hanging somebody on like that?
Put an old woman out on the street, she did, and he's just like, good job! That's Sam Raimi's car.
Oh yeah, it's in all of his films, isn't it?
Yeah. A phlegmy handkerchief.
So he was going to be there.
Why would you have fake teeth that are like that? Oh, what a kick! Oh! Where the f did you get that from?
Oh, here we go.
Let's just throw that button away.
That bit weird where she was just like, like sucking
Sucking
on
on
her
her
chin. Evil Dead.
I would like to have my fortune read.
I have the ability to see certain energies. Sometimes these energies are a foretoken of things to come. $60, please.
What?
That's chin sucking thing. I can't get over it.
Give me your hand.
He's gonna be like,
Something's been taken from you. A button.
Yes.
Oh my god.
oh.
A dark spirit has come upon you. Perhaps someone has cursed you.
Imagine if someone told you you were cursed like that. You'd be like,
I'll be like, what type of curse is it? Tell me, Tom. What type of curse?
a witch's curse.
Very original. She's got a kitten. Is that kitten just gonna die? I swear to God.
Oh, here we go.
It's just the wind. Oh, is that someone?
It's like a spirit.
Yeah. Oh!
Or like a demon kind of silhouette.
How you doing?
Better. Especially after the doctor explained it to me. He said that victims of violence, they
Re-experience
re-experience
their trauma.
I don't understand why she's just like, she saw a shadow demon that hit her across the room and she's like, it was all in my head.
PTSD, mate.
Oh, that's weird. Get off me. Oh no, is it gonna like crawl into her eye or
No.
nose or something?
Nah.
No! Oh! It was just a good dream. Oh!
Let's say your client is a company that can't get traditional bank financing.
Those would be signs of PTSD though, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
If someone was doing that and he associated it.
And get your filthy pig knuckle off my desk! Christine, let...
Let me help you.
No, I've got it under control.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh, this douchebag. Ah, that was very Evil Dead-esque, Sam Raimi-esque.
Yeah, but it
But
actually
lots of
happened. I thought
swearing.
she was imagining it again, but he was like,
Whose nose bleeds like that?
You'd react more than that. If
I came to see Sylvia Ganesh. Is she here?
I know who you are. Grandma told me you would come.
you having a laugh if I think I would be going in there.
I'm just still thinking about that fly stuck in stomach and...
The hell?
What the hell is this?
Is it a funeral?
That was fucking disgusting. And they just act like everything's normal again, like
She's dead.
like the woman.
Oh.
I believe what plagues you is the Lamia,
Lamia, that's the word the old woman used.
the black goat, and comes for the owner of the accursed object. You could attempt to appease the spirit. The simplest way would be a blood offering. A small creature could be sacrificed.
Kitten. I remember reading this book as a kid. Come here. Let me slaughter you. He's got a big phone. Oh, jeez. Oh! Oh, Jesus!
Ugh. What the hell? She's getting tossed all over the place.
What makes you say that? Tom, it's just PTSD. It's all in her head.
Nah.
She's gonna kill the cat. She actually did it.
There's blood on your sleeve.
It was just tomato juice. I was cutting a tomato in the kitchen and it must have gotten on my sleeve.
That's the most believable excuse I've ever heard.
I want to go to the dinner.
Are you sure you're feeling all right?
I haven't been.
But after killing this cat, this little kitten,
I think...
I feel amazing.
Something is going to go down at this family meal.
And it's not him.
Or her. Yeah.
Oh, Hecuba is usually very sweet.
Oh, that's okay. I had a cat, I understand.
You have a cat. What do you mean? Something happened unless something happened to him.
Well, your mother must be very proud of you.
I suppose.
What's that look?
I don't see much of my mother.
Why is that?
It's kind of personal.
I'm speaking to Christine.
Because my mother's an alcoholic.
My father had a drinking problem, and I was always too ashamed to admit it. Got backbone.
Well,
Unlike that last girl he brought by. What was her name?
Alicia.
She was dreadful, Christine. She was ill-mannered. No.
Oh, okay. It's going up. It's going up.
my dad's an alcoholic, your mom's an alcoholic. We're gonna get on just fine.
No, I think I will try some of that cake of yours.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
What's going to be wrong with it?
She's hearing that gate again. She's gonna...
Oh, I was right.
Oh.
Is that
Oh,
woman's
it's her.
eye?
Yeah, the woman's eye.
Oh my god!
Ah.
This is awkward. This is so cringe.
It's so awkward, isn't
So
it?
cringy.
The family.
We must speak directly to this dark spirit. We must dissuade it from
Whoa.
taking your soul. The woman who can help us must put herself at great risk. She will not do that for free.
What do you need from me?
$10,000. Cash. By tomorrow.
But I was wondering if I could get an advance for the new position.
The McPherson deal was canceled last night.
What?
I find out that they just made their deal over at First National. With everything that's been happening, I think I'm going to have to give this job to Stu.
Well, because I bled on you.
Surely she'd be able to have £1,000 in her bank or something.
Struggling times, mate. It's expensive getting haunted by a demon.
Not the ice skates.
Just sell it. Oh! That looks so weird. This movie is just...
What the hell is that? CGI, like.
I paid Ron Jaws. I told myself that I would always look out for you. I'd always take care of you. So I paid him.
£60. I can't afford 10. This is the house from the 60s. Gonna be the old woman.
Oh, she's the woman, and she wants like
Yeah.
revenge on the.
Yeah.
She said, "I see you again." She wants revenge on the demon.
Yeah.
That...
Wouldn't you go as a boyfriend? Wouldn't you go with her and not drop
Yeah,
her off
why
at
is
this
he
weird
leaving her
house?
there? Do you know who they need? That short woman from Poltergeist. Oh, hi, y'all.
What's up?
He just starts talking. Ghosts are just hilarious, man.
There.
I forced the spirit of the Lamia into the code. Milosh, that's when you strike.
You must invite the dead to come mingle with your spirit.
Hell no.
Welcome the dead into my soul. I welcome the dead into my soul. I welcome the dead into my soul.
I welcome the dead into my soul.
My soul.
What is it?
It's Jim Carrey. Oh.
Has she been possessed?
No, she's just tired.
Ah.
The soul of Christine Brown! We will feast upon it!
Oh.
Taste me, you black-hearted whore!
No, Milos, no!
Uh-oh.
You did it!
I don't think they have done it. Yeah. She just randomly died. And we care why.
Lamia cannot be banished by a medium. This is our lesson tonight. Lamia will come for the owner of the accursed object.
And you'll die. So bye.
Unless, of course, you were no longer the owner. Do you have the button?
So we could have done this the whole, like the first.
Yeah, it would be a last resort, I guess.
Because the Lamia will tear the soul out of whoever you give that to.
Give it to that guy at the
boss.
No, not the boss, the other guy.
Wait, if we went all through all of this just for her to be like, here.
Yeah, literally, I'm just like, we went through all this effort. My boyfriend spent 10 grand and I could have just given this f***ing button to someone. Gives it to her boyfriend. Just like, there you go.
But before I give this envelope to you, can you write me?
She dropped it on the floor though.
Where's my envelope?
Please tell me she picked up the right envelope.
At this point, she threw an old lady out on the street because of her own personal gain. Now she's about to gift someone a button that will kill them.
Yeah.
This girl's a bitch.
Just get here in 10 minutes or I'm gonna tell Mr. Jack something you don't want me to tell him.
Oh, yeah?
For starters, that you stole the McPherson loan file off my desk and gave it to First National. Now this gift that I'm giving you, it'll become your property. You'll be the owner, all right?
Whoa. He's really upset.
Forget it.
Who would you give it to? And don't say me. Don't cop out and say me. Because I would choose you.
Who would I give it to? No.
He's so good at politician.
Yeah.
I do believe you can give the curse to someone who has passed on.
Uh-oh. That ain't good. Yeah, that's off.
That's so evil, isn't it?
You are horrible. Would you want to be buried?
No.
No? Cremated? Buried at sea. Launched into
blasted
space.
off into space,
yeah.
mate.
Christine Brown, do hereby make a formal gift of this book to you, Sylvia Scottish! Choke on it, bitch!
Oh my god, this is insane, this ending. Oh my god.
Ah, here, have it back.
Oh.
You're right, you're at the top. Ah, get off me!
Oh.
That was a very Evil Dead poster where the hand comes out of the ground.
Christine, it's Jim Jacks. Last night I found some troubling information about our friend Stu Rubin. Apparently, he stole your file on the McPherson loan and then tried to broker his own deal at First National. An hour ago, he came by my house and tried to pin the whole thing on you.
Oh, what a
After I
dog.
confronted him about a few inconsistencies in his story, he broke down crying and, well, we won't be seeing him around anymore. That assistant manager's position will be waiting for you.
This is too happy, man. Can I make a prediction?
No, not now, not right at the end.
Look what I found. I found this in the car. I thought maybe you could sew back on.
Yeah, I knew it!
Holy shit!
Let's go!
What did you think of his return to horror, Tom?
I hope he returns to horror again.
Yeah.
And again. Yeah, it was really good actually. It was a good, enjoyable film. There are classic Sam Raimi tropes there.
Yeah.
But it is also a little bit different as well, in some aspects.
I agree with you there, and I think this film has a clash of tones.
Yeah, but I also think he probably wants to distance himself from the tone of the Evil Dead.
I don't think he does. I think he embraces it.
No,
in this
no.
film.
I think you're mixing the action and the effects and the kind of disgusting scenes with similar scenes from The Evil Dead, but I think it's a different tone. There's much more humour in The Evil Dead than there is in this. This one's actually played really serious, yet it still has the physically weird.
I completely disagree. The disgusting scenes come across comedic. Even the part when she's in the shed and she pulls the wire and the thing hits her and the eyes come out and slap her in the face.
Yeah.
I think with Raimi,
I don't think it works as well as
no,
the comedy in Evil Dead. I don't think it's as funny.
No, it's not as funny, and that's the thing. But with Raimi, it's intentional.
Perhaps then it's not as comedic because the characters aren't comedic. They're fully serious. Whereas in Evil Dead, you've got Ash,
who's
Bruce
a comedic
Campbell,
character,
who's a massively comedic character, and that's where I think this film suffers a little bit. The characters, because they're all quite one-dimensional.
Pretty much.
I found her character to be a bit one-dimensional. I liked the end when she confronted the woman again in the grey.
That was a really good
cool
sequence.
Scene, a really well done scene with really good effects.
Yeah.
And quite unnerving.
I think the ending was very predictable, but it was still awesome to see.
I did predict it, but it was good. Awesome. It was awesome to see. I mean, what do you think of the suspense and the horror?
So I think watching this at home during the day, it doesn't give it justice. I think at the cinema, surround sound, loud, would have been a better experience, and
Darkness
I remember it being a better experience because there are a few jump scares in this, and they're not. I don't think they're cheap jump scares. He picks and chooses them quite nicely.
I do find like the CGI in this film for some of the effects.
Oh yeah, they're not very good.
To pull you out a bit more.
Yeah.
You know, some of these scenes are literally disgusting.
Yeah, I wouldn't call this film.
I actually had a reaction that was like physically disgusting.
Physically ill. I wouldn't call this film scary. I would call it just grotesque.
Yeah.
Grotesque, and that's what gives you the reaction. You watch this film because of that.
Yeah, I did quite like this idea of the Lamia, right? And it was a little bit scary in some aspects, but then it just went away again and you didn't see it.
So this movie, I feel like it involves tones of a modern day horror movie where it's very serious and grounded, jump scares and tension, but then you have at the end the guy dancing on the table and it's very Evil Dead. So it's two clash.
That's why I said it being a clash.
Choose one or the other.
The comedy doesn't necessarily hit. Because you could have it could have been a lot more funny when that goat gets possessed and it starts like flailing about.
Yeah.
But then it's played so serious with the seance that it doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah. One thing I found really awkward with this film, I think you mentioned it as being like cringe, but the family dinner scene was a bit weird, wasn't it? I know, I get the impression that
it was.
She was meant to feel this real sense of impending like dread and stuff like that. But I don't know if there would be a better narrative way to do it. It just felt a bit forced in there.
I think
I got their relationship and it worked well at the end when they came together and there was a fake resolution. But
I think a lot of this writing is a little bit forced, and I don't think that the writing in this is a strong suit. The concept is really cool, and some of the sequences and how it unfolds is good.
The overall kind of narrative with the ending is good,
but how it's executed in certain areas of the film doesn't do it for me. But this film has its moments. I wouldn't watch this for a scary movie. I would watch it with a bunch of mates, having a drink, having fun.
Yeah.
With it being disgusting.
Yeah.
I liked the first act of this movie when she meets the old woman, when she gets cursed.
I actually prefer sequences. My favourite act was actually the last third of the film.
I didn't like the possession with the goat and all of that stuff, but the very, very end of her digging the grave and all that, that was really good.
Yeah.
I think it starts strong and ends quite.
The only thing I think I would improve as well, where she's initially starting to be haunted by this creature, when she's in the house alone, and that could have been done better. It was just a shadow, really, wasn't it?
It was a shadow, and it was daytime, so it wasn't very atmospheric.
You could have found a better way to do it.
Yeah. Should we get rating?
Yes. It was a fun watch, but there was a bit of a clash of tones when it came to comedy and then serious horror as well. I think it's struggling to find where it fits in there a little bit. There were some really good scenes in there that are like classic Raimi, and I just love the way that the graveyard scene was shot at the end when all the water's like spilling in.
Yeah.
Practical effects are great there. But I think it's let down a little bit by its CGI, which seems a little bit out of place. The jump scares are a little cheap, and then the one-dimensional characters as well. So I'm going to give this film a 7.3.
So I love the concept. I think the film's actually paced quite well as well. It uses its time wisely. The writing isn't at its best suit, and the clash of tones is a bit jarring for me. But it's an entertaining film. I could watch it with a bunch of mates, having some drinks and having a laugh. I'm gonna rate it a 6.8.
I understand why people voted for this film. I think it's mainly for the gross out factor.
Oh yeah, so they want to see our reactions.
They want to see our reactions to some of those scenes, like the whole arm down the throat
and the sucking of the chin.
Yeah. And you know, I almost rated it a little bit lower, not because of the gross out scenes, but again, it just. What do you want us to think, Sam Raimi, when we watch this film? Like, do you want us to be afraid, or do you want us to be like, ah?
Yeah, or do you want us to laugh? Like, what's going on there? But let us know what you think of this film. It was voted for, so do you agree with my rating 6.8, Tom's rating 7.3?
The end redeemed it for me.
Yeah, the ending was good.
But if you want to vote in a future Patreon poll,
then
follow our little link.
You know what I think we should do as well? I think we should have an entire playlist which is just voted for by the patrons.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in seeing 10 films in a playlist voted for by the patrons, head over to our Patreon page. The lowest tier will allow you to vote on polls and, you know, craft a new playlist for us. The Patreon playlist.
Yes.
Also, copy merch. It's boiling out, but I cannot stop wearing this hoodie because it's my favourite hoodie. So,
or we have some nice t-shirts available.
Yes, for summer. But yeah, other than that, we'll see you in the next video.